Take a look at these two cards. If I told you one of them cost 3 million coins and the other just 50k, I think you would have a hard time picking out which is which. On paper, they look almost identical, but in reality, one of them is Team of the Year Henry and the other is Team of the Season David. In this video, we will be breaking down what exactly decides a card's value on the market and then rating its impact on the price of a card, so that the next time a new card comes out, you will know exactly what to expect. Playstyles, and especially Playstyle Pluses, can take a card from good to full-on meta. It's good to think of them as special abilities. For example, a card with shooting around 85 that has Finesse Plus will be able to consistently score goals from outside the box, but a card with 99 shooting and no Finesse playstyle will almost never get close. Playstyles like Finesse Plus, Anticipate Plus, and Incisive Plus are locked behind specific cards, so when a card has multiple meta Playstyle Pluses, its price goes way up. But likewise, if it doesn't, its price is pretty much capped regardless of how good its stats are. The impact on price of Playstyles is very high. Having multiple Playstyle Pluses, and specifically meta ones, will make a card's price go up a lot. Likewise, having few Playstyles, or having lower tier ones like Deadball Plus, Acrobatic Plus, or Trickster Plus, will make a card's ceiling on the market lower. Base stats are the foundation of each card's value. Having high stats in the right areas will help a card reach those top-end prices, given that everything else about it is perfect. On the other hand, if a card is perfect in every other area, but has low stats, it tends to lose its appeal and therefore have a lower value. Imagine a centre-back with every meta playstyle that has 80 pace, 85 defending, and 85 physical. This card would probably be very good in game, but just because it has low face stats, many people will criticize and overlook it, resulting in its price to plummet. The impact on price of face stats is medium to high. Without good stats, a card's price will always be capped, and similarly, having high stats alone will result in the same effect. This is why I refer to stats as a foundation for a card's value. Roles are the newest addition to the game alongside the new tactics system. They directly determine what runs a player makes, their positioning, and their overall decision making. This creates a huge impact on a player's AI in-game, so it's no shock that having the most meta roles boosts a card's price. Having Advanced Forward Plus on a card compared to just Plus can be night and day, and this is reflected in the card's value as well. The impact on price of roles is medium. In every FIFA there's always been a clear tactical meta, and cards with roles that fit that meta will cost more. For some players, not having the right role plus might even be a deal breaker. For defenders, this aspect is generally not important. However, for attackers and midfielders, it matters a lot. Having a 3-star weak foot on a card is an instant red flag. It turns the card into a liability as soon as the ball reaches its weak foot, which can be very frustrating in game. The impact on price of skill moves and weak foot is medium to high. Having skill moves or weak foot below 4 stars will greatly affect a card's price. This can often be the difference between costing 100k and costing 1 million. Chemistry is one of the most important factors when determining a card's price. When people are looking for a card to buy, they already have an existing team, and that card needs to fit into the team they're already working with. It doesn't matter how good an Eredivisie striker is. If he can't link to your Mbappes and Van Dijks, his value will tank. The impact on price of chemistry is very high. A card must have a good nation and a good league in order for it to hold its value. The more teams it fits into, the higher its price. This is one reason why heroes and icons generally go for more if they're good cards. When I'm talking about unique aspects, what I'm referring to is height, body type, acceleration style, and aura. The first three are pretty self-explanatory. Different positions benefit from different builds. You want your defenders to be tall, strong, and lengthy so that they can outmuscle everyone, but you might prefer your attackers to be short, lean, and more explosive, so you can have more precise and reactive dribbling. That being said, some people might prefer more tall and physical attackers or more lean defenders. It all comes down to personal preference in the end, so it's a bit more tricky to predict how these things affect price. Then there's aura. This refers to when a card feels special in game. Players like Theo Hernandez don't look crazy on paper, but something about them makes them feel so good in game. The impact on price of unique aspect is low, but in the case of aura, some cards can be much more expensive based on that alone. Now on to the most important category, rarity. I think this is probably the easiest to understand and at the same time the most impactful. If a card is rare, there's less of it on the market. This allows a card to be expensive even if it's not necessarily a good card. Similarly, if a card looks really good but is super easy to pack, the price will go way down regardless of anything else. We see this a lot as the game progresses, as the lower tier of cards and packs naturally goes up. This is why many Team of the Season cards look really good but go for low prices, and many early game top end cards go for a lot. One example of this is Eto's base icon card. It is very outdated but is expensive because of how hard it is to pack. Another example is any Neymar card, as he is no longer packable since his move to the Brazilian league. This card hasn't changed, but his price has kept rising due to his increase in rarity. The impact of rarity on price is massive. Rarity alone can make a card worth millions, even if everything else about that card is mid. To summarize, the order of importance goes rarity, chemistry, playstyles, stats, skill moves and weak foot, roles, and unique aspects. I hope this video helped you understand the market better. If you disagreed with anything I said in the video, let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more content like this, let me know by dropping a like or subscribing.